We are in the month of September. Why this month is very important if you are waiting to apply for the DV 2022, or rather Green Card Lottery for 2022. When we say DV Lottery 2022, we mean you apply in the year 2020. The results come out in the May of 2021. Then you process it from October 2021 to end of September 2022. That's why it's called DV Lottery 2022. So when the government is going to announce, I'm going to share today in this video so that you can be ready. But I know you might have the question, you said or you announced, and we read on some of the websites and everywhere that President Trump is planning to make immigration reform, and more importantly will be about changing from random selection to merit-based immigration. And if that is going to be passed through the immigration to the executive order, it means the Green Card Lottery will be cancelled or modified in terms of the requirements. That means only people with certain kind of qualification might be able to be doing in that particular the lottery system, if that's the case. But this video is going to say that possible up to now, all the indication, the Green Card Lottery random selection is going to be the normal, appearing as normal. And we have very few weeks to wait for the announcement from the Department of State. So welcome everyone and stay tuned. This is EBM Scholars and I'm Ernest Boniface Makululo, EBM. I welcome you to my YouTube channel. So this important video, I would like you to share with so many people, but also to like the video, make any comment if you want, and follow me on my Instagram, follow me on my Twitter account, Facebook, wherever you want to follow me, so that you can be able to get more updates wherever I post in those particular areas. So let me start. As I said, the month of September is very crucial. Why is it crucial? Is because when the Department of State is going to announce the actual dates for the DV lottery application. Let's go to previous years. Which dates usual the Department of State is announcing? So first of all, last year in the year 2019, for the DV 2021 application, the government announced it was on a Friday of September 20 when they announced it. So September 20, 2019, the Department of State released the information that the DV lottery for the DV 2021 would be played from October 2nd, which was on Wednesday, to Tuesday of November 5th, 2019. That was last year application. Other years, between 15th of September to 20th of September is when the government is announcing the dates of the next lottery application. So this year, we are still expecting the announcement to come between 15th of September to 20th of September. My prediction will be possibly be on Friday, September 18, is when the US government or the Department of State will go ahead and announcing what will be the dates for the DV lottery. So before I predict which will be the dates for the DV lottery, the question I know you are having is, so what happened about the merit-based immigration or announcement from President when he said in a few weeks to come, I'm going to introduce the merit-based immigration, it's possible to cancel the Green Card lottery. And I made that video and explaining in detail about that. But this video, I'm going to explain that because we haven't seen any presidential or executive order up to this moment, it is September already. It has been silent for a very long time, for almost a month so far, over 3 weeks. We haven't heard anything. So silence means good news. When there is a radio silence, that's good news. Why is it good news? Because if President Trump doesn't give executive order in the next 14 days, the Green Card Lottery DV 2022 will be announced, the actual dates, and everything is going as planned. But why am I now confident or like have like a bigger projection that the president will not give the executive order right now, and the DV lottery, the dates will be announced on September 18th. When will be the actual dates to be played is because of the following reasons. Reason number one is there is a very big discussion at the moment and a big disagreement between Democrats and Republicans when it comes to the stimulus. So there was a little of negotiation. For those who do not know about it, stimulus is a package they are working on about how to revamp the American economy, to support the American economy. And that discussion didn't go through before Congress went for recess. They went for vacation. So they had a deadline to make sure that they come together to agree on unemployment benefit, to agree on student loans, to agree on the check directly goes to Americans or to taxpayers. So there are so many things they didn't agree. If you want to know more details, you can follow on other videos. But overall, Democrats came with a $3.3 trillion package. Republicans say with $1 trillion. Democrats came with the $600 per week unemployment, federal unemployment, in addition to the state. The Republican Senate said, no, we want 300, then they went to 400. So they didn't agree on all those kind of things until they went for recess. So when are they coming back? They are coming back after the Labor Weekend. Labor Weekend is the next weekend, the weekend of September 7th. Like this weekend we are coming, going to Monday of September 7th, that we call Labor Weekend. So that is a public holiday, so many people usually take a vacation. So from September 8th, that is when Congress is coming back. So they have already started like possible phone calls. Last week, Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, had a call with the Secretary of Treasury to start the plan for renewing the discussion. So they are going to have discussion when the recess ends, which will be end of September 7th. So from September 7th, the next 2 to 3 weeks, they will be very critical for both Republican and Democrats because they have to agree and they have to approve the next stimulus. So President Trump and the Republican Senate, they will be busy to talk with the Democrats and then to come with the agreement and come to people to give the money for the economy, because end of September is when the original stimulus for bailout to all airlines companies and most of the companies not to fire people is ending. So they have to make sure that everything goes quickly before that particular time. So everybody will be busy with dealing with the stimulus. That will be at least, they can have at least 1 week of discussion to agree. Then they have to draft another bill, modify the bill. Then it has to go back to House and the Senate to be approved, then to go to the President to be approved. So at least a 2 weeks discussion. And that will be, for 2 weeks, we are talking like from September 8th. So 1 week will be going to September 15th, and another week will be going to almost September 20-something, 21st, 22nd. So obviously at that time already, while they are busy with that one, Green Card Lottery is going to start. The official dates will be announced. So that is the reason number one why I'm very much I believe that the announcement of the dates will come and the presidential executive order will not come. The second thing is, this September is very important because it is now the peak of the presidential campaigning. The campaigning already, we know they have started with Corona, they are busy, but official kick-off with the presidential campaign, presidential debates, they are going to start on September 29th. If things don't change, they're supposed to start on September 29th to October 22nd. So that will be busy time. So before you go for campaign, there will be so many things like the presidents, President Trump and Joe Biden and their running mates, they have to start doing a lot of political rallies, a lot of appearance on the TV, and focusing towards the presidential debates. Presidential debates are huge, are going to be determining you are going to sell yourself to national for the voters, and especially at this point where the presidential candidates, they will not travel a lot to have physical rallies. That means they have to depend much on these presidential presidential debates, which are going to be aired on the TV for everyone to watch. Usually the millions of people, they are watching the presidential debates. So for that case, President Trump will be focusing more about that one instead of focusing about, obviously, about immigration reform. That is another part. Obviously, the election is November 3rd. The first Tuesday of the month is November 3rd when will be the election. So another thing which is going to take away concentration about the, which is election of November 3rd, is going to take a concentration about the executive to focus on immigration reform is on the issue of voting, because they haven't have agreement how the votes is going to be done during the pandemic, while the Democrats are pushing towards the mail ballot, that people should vote through postal, where you just fill the, like how we do absentee voters, so you have to do the same way. But the Republican special president is saying that's no, because these kind of post offices, they are not equipped to be in a position to do voting just like how we used to do a physical voting, because if you do that way, it will take like weeks to count those votes manually, and all those kind of ways to come up to get those to get correct who will be the president. But if we vote like normal, like we go on site, usually within the same day, that night, we know who is the winner already. So that is something they're still debating, and now the Democrats or the House has called the Postmaster General. They want to get, they have subpoenaed. So there are so many things going on, and they have already passed the new more money, I don't know how many billions, to post office. So there are those kind of bigger discussion which are critical in the election than just immigration reform on the aspect of just green card lottery versus merit-based. So then it comes to the campaign. Usually immigration is one among the critical issues in the campaign. So obviously, Democrats will use this one as an opportunity for them to sell out their plans, how they support immigration. And at the same time, Republican or President Trump has to do the same. So this is when it comes to the merit-based. So it will be difficult, I mean, in my opinion, when you put the executive order, there are certain things, if you're going to completely end DV lottery, it has to go to the Congress. You cannot just say, from now on, you are going to cancel the green card. You cannot say that way, because it has to go to the House, it has to go to the Senate to be approved in that way. And remember, the House of Representatives will be also busy for re-election. There will be also in the general election. Half of the Senate will also be up to the election. Over 30, whatever, there are over 30 senators will be up for re-election. So people will be busy with the election, but they will use this time. He can use this opportunity to lay out the plan. If he's going to be re-elected, President Trump, this is how I'm going to change immigration. And we know for sure in that particular aspect of immigration reform, there are two main issues. Number one is to end the green card lottery, or to modify the green card lottery requirements. Instead of randomly bring everybody with regard to the skill, they want to put a merit-based immigration system like what in Canada. So you have to sell out to the audience first of all. But another thing which is very important to the election is about the issue of DACA, because he already said DACA will be used, will be given citizenship into the new immigration reform. So he will use this one on the campaign so that it can be also to people can understand what is his stand on immigration. That means I'm supporting immigration, and by supporting, I'm going, once I'm getting re-elected, I'm going to put, so this will be a big thing for the discussion, because you cannot say I'm going, the other parties, you cannot say I'm going to introduce immigration reform, I'm going to start the merit-based immigration and ending the green card lottery, while the Congress will be also, many people will be on the election time. But at the same time, while you are waiting to do that, the Congress will be busy with the election, but at the same time, you are not so sure how many people are going to support. But again, is the Department of State or the Homeland Security, are they equipped at the moment to start merit-based immigration? Because when you say we are starting merit-based immigration, you need to have behind the scene, they must have already the infrastructure. Like this is the website where people will be able to apply. These are the criteria. When you apply, you need to take, if English, you say you know English, you have to take the TOEFL or IELTS exam. You have to do this one. This, how do you put those? So you have to have everything in place. When you say, I'm changing this one to the new one, and this is the newer one. So you have to be everything laid out. So those kind of infrastructure, I don't believe they're already in place for Homeland Security and the Department of State to be able to go through with these kind of opportunities. So that's why I believe they can say this on the campaign, that I'm going to give this executive order for new immigration, but it will not be applicable directly this year. So it can start infrastructure maybe from next year, but the DV lottery 2022 will be already played. So for that case, DV 2022 will be, in my opinion, the last DV lottery, if that is going to be having the change. If we are going through with the merit-based immigration, that means the DV 2022 will be the last one. So up to that moment, I've cleared the situation to explain to you why the DV lottery 2022 will be there, and why now they are focusing on stimulus, election, presidential debate, but also the infrastructure to allow people to start applying by merit-based is not there already. So for all those kind of situation, so what will be the next DV lottery possible dates? As we all know, the new fiscal year usually starts on October. The new financial fiscal year, whatever you call it, starts on 1st of October. That's when, so the year 2021 starts in October 1st. So usually we get used to DV lottery many years is starting on the Tuesday, the first Tuesday of October. But a few times, like last year, it started on the first Wednesday of October. So in a simple way, is the first week of October. It can be Monday, it can be Tuesday, it can be Wednesday, but most of the time it's Tuesday to Wednesday. So what are the dates for this year? So what is the month of, I'm looking at my calendar here. October 1st is Thursday, Friday, 2nd, 3rd. So this year, my inclination will be, it will start on October 5th. Why October 5th? Because October 5th will be Monday. Or it can go to Tuesday of October 6th, but more likely we start on Monday, October 5th. And it can go along to November 5th or 6th. I don't think they'll put it November 3rd. Why is November 3rd will not be appropriate, whatever? Usually the DV lottery is within 32 to 35 days application window. So November 3rd, it will be on election day. So I don't think it will be the deadline on that day, but it doesn't matter because it's a computer. So it's just like it ends. So I don't think they can put it still November 3rd, even if it's election day. It has nothing to do with anything, because at that time, the deadline, it's over. It doesn't matter whether it is election day or not election day. So possibly it will be the first 5 days of October and the first 5 days of November. So those will be the dates, but most likely I can go to October 5th to November 5th or November 6th. So to have at least 35 days in between for the DV lottery application. So those are the things I want to share with you. If you want to know, last year they announced on September 20 what will be the dates, but this year they are going to announce on September 18. Possible, or between September 15 to September 18, that's when they're going to announce. So I'll keep you updated. This month of September, we'll be giving all the updates and everything you need to know to prepare, not to do any mistake when you're applying for the DV 2022. Thank you so much, everyone. Remember to share with other people to get prepared for the DV 2022. This is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, ABM.